Now we are going to show how to drop threads, pattern threads, and pick up pattern threads. We open a shed. We'll start with the alternate shed. I've opened the alternate shed, put my fingers through, making sure I have sufficient tension and I can see all my threads. I take my knife or my pickup sword and I go from underneath and I take the first design thread, go over it, back under, over the second, over the third. So now I have my knife is on top of the threads that I want to drop. I now turn the knife on its side, so I have this new, almost like a new shed, but a shed without any design threads picked up. I put my weft through, change my shed, move the heddles forward, do it again, beat it down, and if you see, there are no red threads in this row. We'll do it again in this shed. We take the knife from underneath and we go and put it over the first thread we want to drop. Then the second, over the second thread we want to drop, over the third thread we want to drop. So now the knife is between the red threads and the rest of the warp on that shed. Turn the knife on its edge. Put your fingers in there. Pass your shuttle. Change your shed. Beat it down. And again, another row with no red threads showing. We'll do it again. Take the knife from underneath. You push down the threads you don't want, the red threads, the next red thread, the third one, and the fourth one. There was a problem. Sorry. Our shed wasn't good, so we're going to start again. When we see things are wrong, just go back a step and start over. So, again, we want to push down all, we don't want any of the red threads showing, so we take it and push the first one down, the second one down, the third one down, and the fourth one down. Put our knife in, turn our knife on its edge, open up the shed, and push the shuttle through. Again, change your shed, pull the heddles forward, do the shed, and as you can see, we've made a row, 3 rows of absolutely no red threads. Now we want to pick up some threads, or rather we want to have just one red thread. So let's drop the 2 outside red threads. So we'll take our knife and go over the first red thread and the third red thread. Turn our knife on its edge, open the shed, pass our shuttle through, change the sheds, and beat it down. you may see there's now just one little red dot right there. Now, for this row, again, we want to have these 4, but we want to pick up the red thread in the dot. So we put our knife under, we open between the 2 background threads, and you see the red thread there. You pick it up, you put it with the whole shed, turn your knife on its edge, put your fingers through again, pass your shuttle, change your shed, change your shed, and beat it down. And this time, we now have the 4 threads that were in that shed, plus we picked up 1 thread. Now, let's have the same 3 threads. We do not want the first thread on top, so we will put it down, and we don't want the last thread, so we put those 2 down, but we'd like the 2 threads beside our middle thread. We have the middle one. Going to pick up the next 2. Separate the 2 background threads, pick up the red thread that's underneath, and then do it for the next one. Separate the 2 background threads, pick up the red thread that is there, turn our knife on the edge, and put our shuttle through. Change your shed, and put your knife in and beat it down. So that's how you pick it up. Now, obviously, we're having done some weaving, we're not having enough space here when we open our sheds. The way to do it with enough tension, take your shed rod and turn it towards you. And if you turn it towards you, it moves further back. As you can see, I've moved it out of the picture frame. And again, now I have enough room to start weaving and making nice, clean sheds. So there's one shed, and there's the other shed. Again, when we want, according to our pattern, when we want to pick up a thread, we go to between the 2 background threads that it should be with, open it up, and the red thread should be right there in the middle, and we pick it up. And again, on the other side, we open up the 2 background threads and pick up the red thread. We've picked up every one we want. We turn our knife on its edge, make a better shed, pass our shuttle through,